So before I start, just note my heater is on because it's a little cold in here. So if there's this kind of noise, this constant noise, that's just that. So don't mind it. Um, okay, there we go. I was just checking to see if the quality looks good on my phone. Okay. Well, welcome everyone to the second MTS recap and discussion. I kind of changed the name around. I had at first it was I think recap and review, but I changed it to recap and discussion because this is a discussion. I want to be able to talk about what I'm talking about with you all. So do not forget you can always leave a comment and I will see them and highlight them, and you can also super chat as well if you're feeling generous. But yeah, excited to be here and talk about episode three. So I'm going to talk about episode three of Chainsaw Man. And actually, let's pull it up right now. Oh, you know what? First things first. Yeah, so I'll be talking about episode three of Chainsaw Man. Then I'm going to get into my thoughts on the Peripheral, which is the new Amazon Prime series. That sci-fi show starring Chloe Grace Moretz. Because I saw the first three episodes, and I can talk about that. And then we also have some upcoming news on Alice in Borderland season 2. Can't wait to talk about that. And then we'll get into Halloween weekend because it's Halloween weekend, and I have some stuff I got to talk about with that as well. So before we start, make sure actually hopefully, yeah, it should be staying on here. I just got this cool hand that I thought was huge until I put my own hand to it and saw that it was the same as this hand. So I guess I have a big hand. But do not forget, I do have a merch item. I have the MTS bracelet that I hand make, and it's made with sodalite, hematite. The charms are alloy, I believe, silver alloy, and yeah, it's fun. So you can get this at militarybox.com. I should have the link in the description. If not, then I'll just include it afterwards. But that is also there. And then we're working on other merch. Hopefully, if I can build more subscribers and there's interest in more merch, then we'll do that. But in the meantime, this is all I can afford right now. But if you support it, I'd be happy and grateful. So that is that. Okay. Just gonna, yeah, that looks good, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let us get on to the discussion. Pull up the PowerPoint. Yeah. Now, do I like it better like this, or do I like it better? Do I like this better? Should be able. How does that look on the phone? It's not. It's kind of behind. Okay. We'll have my face like this. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Get my pillow. Whew. Like I said, I don't have. This isn't actual merch. I just went on Vistaprint and did this because I kind of get a little trigger happy with Vistaprint sometimes if they weren't so dang expensive. But I need them for my jewelry business anyway, so I already had an account. But this is my pillow. And yeah, it's just kind of cool to just have something in my likeness. And actually, hold up, let me remove it. Yeah, it looks just like me. I don't have my glasses on because I kind of don't need them right now. But yeah, that's me. So if you just see me holding it, don't think anything of it. Okay, back to it. All right, so like I said, we're going to get into the recap of Chainsaw Man. We're going to discuss this week's episode, which was crazy, and finally, like I think the jolt that it needed. And then the Peripheral, then Alice in Borderland, and Halloween weekend. All right, so this episode picks up where the second one left off. So Power, the fiend devil, she destroyed the sea cucumber devil. Yeah. But apparently she interrupted a human civilian, like a civilian hunter kill, I think, or something like that. And Makima was like, "You got to calm down. You can't interfere with a civilian devil hunt because you'll go to jail." And I'm just like, I was like, so you're saying y'all work with public safety, but you can't interfere with the civilians' hunt? Like, should it be the other way around? Because if y'all work with public safety, then you're licensed to do this technically. And if a civilian gets in your way, then they're kind of like they're impeding on government work or city work. So that's why I thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, so that happened. And she was like, it was him, he did it, he told me to kill it, which we all know wasn't true, because as soon as she smelled that blood, she went running and destroyed that thing. So I mean, I don't think Makima thinks he that Denji told her to do anything, but she is blaming it on him, and he's just like, why are you lying? Why the you lie? Oh my god, I always think of that meme all the time. Why you always lying? Oh, that's the best ever. But yeah, he's like, I didn't do anything. You're crazy. Of course, I didn't tell you to kill that sea cucumber devil. And he's like, you're crazy. Okay, so I mentioned. Okay, so I took a photo of this because have you noticed that they're always doing a close up on Makima's eyes, like all the time. Like pretty much every time she talks, or like every scene where she's talking to someone, they always focus on her eyes. And my theory is, I mean, even though I have the manga and I could just read forward and see, but I'm just kind of trying to live the experience of the viewer at the same time as reading. But I think that Miss Ma'am here is a devil herself, or maybe a fiend. I don't know. One of those two, because she has these really weird eyes, and they keep showing her eyes all the time. I thought maybe they were just taking creative license with their eyes, like because it's anime, and I just thought maybe they just gave her the orangey yellow eyes with the red pupils and everything, and um, that's what I thought, but I think because they keep highlighting her eyes all the time, I think it's because she is not what she seems, which you can kind of guess from the beginning, really. But that's what I think. Hopefully, well, I mean, I'm sure they'll let us know all about her soon enough. But then they're taking a break. So we see that Fiend Power needs she needs to be officially logged off to have some time off. Um, and so they're just kind of hanging out wherever this is in a soda machine area. And she was just talking about how she does not like humans. And she prefers cats because this cat just came out of nowhere and she just started picking it up and cuddling with it and whatever. So we get into um, her kind of like sort of kind of backstory where she had a cat named Meowie, and a devil got it, but it didn't kill it, but the devil just has it. And she's trying to I forgot what she said exactly, but she said um uh that her cat is in the hands of this devil and she wants to get him back. And he's just like, I don't care. Huh? I'm on my live stream. It's all right. um and where was I? Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't really care because he's just kind of like fed up with her at this point. He's like, I'm really not trying to be partners with you, but he does have his specific goal in mind, and that's the only reason why he's around her. And she's like, well, I'll let you I'll let you touch my boobs, pretty much is what she said. Because that's his pretty much his goal. So she was like, if you help me out, I'll let you do it. And he's like, all right, I guess I care now. Like he doesn't give it one thought. He's literally just like, all right, well, you said I could do it. I'm gonna expect that I should be able to do it. Let's go kill this devil. Um, so yes, cut to the meeting that Makima has with this board. We don't know who they are, of course. Um, maybe the public safety board, maybe something else. But they were talking about how the U.S. and Russia, or like the U.S. was using devils of their own and stuff, and something about the Soviets. Um, and then they were asking about progress on Denji and Power. I keep wanting to call her Fiend because she is a fiend, but she also has a name. um, and they're asking on the progress of those two, and they're just like, you just need to make sure that you make sure they do what they need to do, but don't get too attached to them. Just let them do their jobs. And yeah, that's pretty much that whole meeting. And so she's in the car with, I want to say Hayakama. Ha, ha, mm, I should have. I was supposed to get his name right for this review, but I keep forgetting. Um, but they're in the car. He's driving her, and he still has a lot of reservations about Denji working with them or under them. And she was talking. She made this analogy about like the more people hear of uh, a name or hear of something, the more word gets around of something, the more like feared it becomes or something. Like, and she was making a comparison with it was like a T devil versus like a devil that can utilize a weapon or something, because that's how she even starts talking about Denji. And she was like, Denji can turn into a chainsaw devil. Like, that's extremely interesting and useful. like like a T devil, I don't need that. And that's why I was like, it made me think of the first episode with that tomato devil that Denji was fighting. And I was like, exactly. Like, some of these devils are just useless. Like, there is no point to their existence. Or at least like they're not threatening in any way. Um all you have to do is just poke that tomato devil with something and he could come apart. And but it looks like, and they had a sea cucumber devil, so I think maybe just about every object in their world has a devil version of it or something. So that's interesting. But uh, what's his name? He's just like, yeah, he still thinks he could be friends with devils, and that's because that was that whole thing in the second episode when they went to go fight that fiend in the house, and Denji was like, "Well, I kind of just wanted to give him a swift execution because he's kind of like me." And he pushed his head to the wall. He was like, I'm not playing with you. You are not supposed to be friends with these people or these things. Like, my family was killed by them. We're taking this seriously." So he's just like, yeah, he doesn't take anything seriously, and he won't be able to commit. Um, and yeah, he's just voicing those frustrations. He probably won't. He'll probably be like that for a while. I mean, it makes sense. Uh, so yeah, so those two were taking transportation to get to the place where her cat is being held captive. So she takes him to the location, and while they're walking, he was just reminding her of something that she said. She was like, "Oh, I guess I did say that." So he's just like, "Okay, something's up," because they just stop. They just stop where they are, and he just get this look in his eyes. He's just like, "What's she up to?" And so he starts swinging, but she swings faster and gets him with her little blood hammer. And he falls to the ground because it was a trap this whole time. And the reason why she hasn't tracked him, I mean, technically, yes, her mission is to get her cat. However, the deal that apparently was made was that the devil would give her back her cat in exchange for him being sacrificed to this thing, which is the Bat Devil, and he starts in the shadows like that, but he's really a lot less menacing. This is how he really looks, and he's got an arm that's been cut off, and yeah, he said that wound was the reason why he was in hiding, and he needs human blood to suck on so that he can regenerate or do whatever he needs to do, like devils need to. Um, so he what's the next slide? Yeah, okay. So he gets some of his blood, but he kind of just like, oh, it's disgusting. I don't like this blood, but he's like that the entire episode. Like all the blood that he drinks, no matter what person it's from, it's just like, oh, it's disgusting. I'll just try and get another human later and see if that tastes good or whatever. And he's just like, I need a virgin, I need a child, I need a man, I need a woman. It's really weird. But so Powers, like telling Denji, she was like, yeah, you should never should have trusted me. I don't know why you did. So she's like, all right, I can have my cat now. And he's like, yeah, here it is right here. And so she gets reminded of the time she first met the cat. And she apparently didn't have any clothes on. She was just wandering around because she's the blood devil, remember? So she's just walking around. Um, she's just walking around on farms, apparently, just killing animals. That cat was there and she was going to kill it, but she was feeding it so that it could get plumper, or more plump, so that she could be able to eat it, which I'm just like, just eat it or just leave it alone. um, but she develops an affection for the cat, and they just kind of start hanging out a little bit. So that takes her to that memory, and then we cut back, and apparently this Bat Devil had the cat like in a necklace, like a chain necklace around his neck, and he rips the necklace from him and puts the cat like in his mouth and just eats it, like just gulps it. And he was like, I haven't punished you for bringing me like nasty blood. And so his punishment is, I mean, we all, I knew he probably wasn't going to give her back the cat. Just because he's a devil, so why would he keep his word? Because she didn't keep her word. So you get what you get. You don't get upset. You can't dish it if you can't take it. So pretty much the same thing has happened to her. Because I don't know why she expected him to even follow through with that. But he gulps the cat, and she gets this really sad look on her face, and she was like, dang, I guess I know how you feel now. She's looking at Denji when she says this, and she's like, wow, I guess I do know how you feel. It is not good right now. And I would have been like, you think? But yeah, so she gets this really sad look on her face, and then she allows herself to get swallowed up by the Bat Devil. Um, but we'll see her again. I mean, she's obviously not dead because the story has to continue. But I don't know why she did that. I don't know why she didn't just feel an urge to just kill it. But maybe it was just that sadness that she had, that her friend was gone. So she allowed herself to get eaten, uh, or at least gulped up by the Bat Devil. And so he decides to fly off into town because he was like, I need some new blood, and I just need like a child or a virgin, like I was saying earlier, just that weird stuff. Um, but then he sees that Denji was behind him on his leg the entire time. They're in the air, so he's like, she said I can touch her boobs, and I'm going to do that. And if you get in my way, you're gonna have to die. So, um, he's just like, give them back to me. Just being the teenager that he is, primal teenager that he is. So he does that, turns into Chainsaw Man, and I put this picture here because last week I had something to say about his look. Because when he has the whole chainsaw head on and the chainsaw is out and whatever, I didn't know if that was like, if the chainsaw was just part of that helmet part of his head and his head is just underneath that, or if the chainsaw was part of his head, like attached to his head. And I put that there because it answered my question. Apparently, it really does spring out of his head. And I'm wondering, like, because he said that he loses a lot of blood naturally, which is why he doesn't really want to use the chainsaw devil form a lot. But I don't. Does that also hurt when it happens too? Because like with Wolverine, when his claws come out, they hurt every time. So I wonder if that's the same for Denji as well. Um, Maybe he'll explain it because he doesn't like to use it, but he'll do it if he has to. So I was able to capture that moment when it was coming out of his head. So that's unfortunate, and that's way too much blood loss. So I understand not wanting to use it, especially if it does hurt. So I understand that part. So yeah, interesting. While they're fighting, so dude, the devil was throwing a car at him, and he was like, "Can you cut this, or can you cut through this?" And while Denji's catching the car, his chainsaw is just kind of like retract, just kind of like come off. And he was like, "Whoa, did that just happen?" He was like, he didn't even know that until now, apparently, and we didn't either. So I captured that moment as well because that's interesting. Because he was still in battle, and he still had the chainsaw in the head part, but like his arms were still like fine. And so, do I have that picture? Yeah, yeah. When he caught the car, his arm chainsaws just completely broke off and retracted. So that was interesting. Hopefully they'll talk more about that. And yeah, just this was wild. I would definitely recommend you go checking it out. Because these are, I can only do so much. Uh but I take pictures of, like, I'll go through the episode once, and then the next time I watch it I'll have my camera to take photos of certain stills, and then like to kind of crop them and upload them into my slideshow and do that. So I can't like those, but it was cool. Check it out. I'm just noticing that blood is really pink looking. I don't know if that's just a side effect from my camera, or yeah, it doesn't really matter though because it was cool. So he gets rid of him quick, and that's pretty much the end of that episode. So hopefully I can't wait to see what's next week. I could always read it, but actually I may, because I really want to see what happens after this episode. That's the cool part about having the manga. You can just continue on whenever you need to. But yeah, this is cool. Good episode. Probably my, do I want to say my favorite so far? Because I think like the whole part when she tricked him into sacrificing him for the bat devil, I was like, oh yeah, this is getting good now. Because I mean the first two, you gotta set it up or whatever, but now it's really like getting up there. The pace is like kind of finally going up. So cool. That's the end of the Chainsaw Devil conversation. If you have anything you want to talk about, let me know so we can discuss. But yeah, anything else? Moving on to the peripheral. So the first three episodes came out. I think they come out on Fridays. So I think I'm gonna just have to um well, actually, let me know in the comments if this is something you want to see being reviewed or talked about, because it's sci-fi. It's from the creators, the people who created Westworld. So I think Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, I think they were the creators, or a couple of the people behind Westworld, which I'm actually on season 3 of that, so I need to finish it out. But from what I've already seen, it's it was good. It's really good. Because I wanted to watch it to see what all the hype was about it. So like a couple 3 months ago, I started watching it, and I was like, okay, I can see why this was as popular as it is. Um, I mean, some of them, maybe it's because I've been watching sci-fi horror kind of stuff my whole life, but some of those Westworld like themes and things that happen, I could kind of still foresee what would happen, but it didn't take away from the quality of it. And with this, like I said, it's the same people, so we should expect to see some good like twists and turns, or nothing is what it seems type situation. So that's why I'm gonna keep watching it. Um, yeah, and I guess I'll let you know what my opinion is of it. I know so far it is really good. Grace Moretz is doing okay. It is kind of weird to hear her be Southern in this, because I don't think I've ever heard her be Southern, have a Southern accent. And she's fine in it. It's just kind of weird to hear her talk like that. She's like a year older than me, so I've kind of just like grown up, like seeing her grow up in Hollywood. I've always think it's just the cutest thing to see people that like when they were young, and just kind of like see their progress as they get older and do bigger, better things and take on roles and stuff. This guy in the back, he's good too. I like him. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. So I mean, if you want like a bit of what's going on, if you don't know anything about it, it's based off of a book. And she's from, I forget where she's from in the South, but somewhere. And she is a really good gamer, like VR type game. Um, and she kind of helps her brother out and stuff, but he is chosen to be a beta tester for a game, or what they think is a like a simulation type game. Uh, but as it turns out, it is very real, even though it seems fake. But it's very real, despite the fact that there are certain factors that kind of just don't seem like they should be. Um, and yeah, uh, I guess I can talk about more spoilers next week. So let me know, even if you're watching now, or even in the comments if you're watching the replay. Let me know if this is something I should continue reviewing, because I may do it anyway. Um, because I don't want to just do non-spoiler reviews all the time, because I kind of want to get into the juice of it, because it seems like it's going to be getting good after this third episode. Um, but yeah, she'll be very important, because I think she saw something she shouldn't have, and now the people from the what she thinks is a simulation are coming for her and her family, and she's trying to figure out why. And dude in the back and his crew, they're going to help her try and figure that out. Um, but yeah, it seems pretty good so far. I'm going to keep watching it. And Miss Ma'am right here is actually holding it down for me. I like her a lot. She is the villain. I don't know if she's main villain, but she's the villain for now in this. Um, and she is just live. I want to say her name is I think Tania Miller. I looked her up. I saw her first in The Haunting of Bly Manor, and I didn't finish watching it. So maybe I'll finish it sometime later. But I remember she was a standout performance for me in that, despite me not finishing. Um, but yeah, she's just living her full villain fantasy life in this. She seems like she's enjoying the role, and that's making me excited to see her when she comes on screen. Actually, the episode I just saw today, episode 3, like um she's like working, she's like just kind of like chilling out, because she's going to be meeting someone that she's going to be threatening and maybe killing. But she has this outfit, so she's checking these bees or whatever, because I guess she's one of the people trying to keep bees from going extinct or something, because apparently in their world bees have already gone extinct twice, and she was able to help bring them back. But while she's around the bees, she has like this outfit, like this jumpsuit outfit, and it has like a honeycomb decoration inside of it. I was just like, yeah, she better match the theme of whatever you're doing today. I live for the fashion. I live for her her attitude, her performance in it. So I'll look forward to her as well. So I just want to give her a special shout out. Look forward to more of her character in the future. So yeah, it's a pretty good show so far. And oh guys, I'm so excited. So if y'all don't know, Alice in Borderland season 2 will be premiering very soon. Although I wish it came out in October because it just would have been perfect. But it is coming out on December 22nd. I want to say December 20th or 22nd. One of those on Netflix. And I am so excited. I've literally been waiting for over a year because you know how like on Netflix, if you're not touching it for a long time, if you haven't pressed the remote, it'll kind of have a like a still slideshow of um like the TV shows and movies and stuff. And every time they Alice in Borderland came up, it always say like it's official, another season is coming. First time I saw that, I was gassed. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait! But that was like over a year ago. And so every time it showed, I was like, okay, when they make it, when are they ready? So I've been desperately waiting for this to come back, and I'm so excited. And he is so cute. His name is Kento Yamasaki, I believe. Is his name, and he holds it down pretty well. He's really good, and so does she. Everyone's really good in it. Um, because where we last left off, they found out who it is who is really behind the games, or who seems to be behind the game. Uh, and it's that black haired lady who was with them on the island or wherever, the beach. That's right, the beach. That's right. I was forgetting it. It wasn't crossing my mind until now. Yes, the beach. Um, and turns out that she was like one of the e-board members, or I won't say e-board, but she was one of the main ones who were there. And turns out that she was the one who was in control of everything. And now they have to play for the face cards. So they have been playing up until that point. They were playing to collect the numbered cards. So like 2 through 10, from diamond, spade, club. What's the other one? Diamond, spade, club, heart. Yes. Um, and they pretty much, yeah, they captured all of them. Yep. So they were able to collect all of them. And now, after she revealed herself, she told them that they're going to have to start playing for the face cards. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. Ah! So I actually have some of the first look promotion stills. So this is, oh shoot, I'm forgetting her name in the show too. Dang, and I've seen it twice. Dang. But this is her, and she's in some kind of piece of tech that is going to be needed for them to help get out of a situation or a game. And I'm just trying to figure out what these face card games are. I'm so excited because if we thought the number card games were hard, and because with that one with the 10 of hearts, which actually, if you remember from the first season, that episode when the beach became a playing field, and they had to solve the mystery of who killed the girl, and it turned out to be she killed herself. But her killing herself wasn't just the part that made it hard to figure out, but it was like there were other people whose minds and hearts were being messed with and affected. And it was like a whole mind game. And um Arisu, he um had to let everyone know. He was like, this is a super hard game. Like, y'all are making it way more simple than it actually is. Why do you think this game is the 10 of hearts, the most difficult level of the hearts game? Like, we need to think it through more clearly. Because that's what I was thinking too. I was like, it wouldn't be as simple as that. This is the hardest level for the number cards. There has to be something else, or some reason why she ended up dead. But yeah, that was great. And so yeah, face cards coming out. But yeah, this is the first look photo of what's to come. And this same picture right here, it looks like he has on the exact same gear. Um, so this is probably like the same game situation that they're gonna be doing. But yeah, can't wait. And then we have one more, yes, and it's them fixing or helping someone uh during the game. I don't know. This probably it looks like it's probably like early on in the season. I hope they. Oh my gosh! I hope they release them all at once. I really don't want to do weekly. If they do weekly, I will be reviewing this in a heartbeat. Just so we know this is happening. If they do it all at once, I'll probably have a separate live discussion based on just that alone because we're gonna talk. We're gonna definitely talk about it. Either way, I'm excited. This is one of the things I've been looking forward to. Um, they said this is one of the best live action like shows or anything in Japan, and I believe it because it's great. Um, I don't. They have a dubbed version, but I watched the sub. The sub is better. The emotions are better. Like that's I've always thought that when it came to foreign projects. But yeah, I am super psyched for this. I cannot wait. December 22nd. I'm just gonna be waiting. I'm gonna be waiting patiently now that I know it's only like less than 2 months. And I don't know, will I save it for Christmas? I don't know if I'm gonna watch it the same day because when it first came out, I actually didn't watch it when it very first came out. I think I waited a couple months, but I may save it for Christmas. If I'm not doing anything on Christmas, I'm binging this for sure. I'll see what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna get watched like pretty much almost immediately, or I may save it for Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. I need to be able to have time to go through all of this, do my slideshow, everything, because this will be talked about. This is a great show. Please go see it. Like, please. It is so good. Even if you don't like horror, psychological thrillers and everything, I tell you, this is like so good. It's like I can't even. I'm just gonna continue. It's so good. Just watch it. It's great. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much almost everything. Last thing, happy Halloween to everyone. It's this Monday, and I'm finally doing something for Halloween. I haven't been able to do it in so long. The last time that I was able to wear a costume was 2019. And that wasn't fun. If you saw my birthday Q&A, my live birthday Q&A, I mentioned that I would that when I was in school in college and I wore my outfit, so in 2019 I went as a Slytherin student, from Harry Potter, of course, and those kids did not know what I was, and I just felt so disrespected. Like it offended me that they didn't know who Harry Potter was or that they hadn't seen any of the movies. Because when I tell you they looked at me so weird, they didn't know what I was. I think I only got like 2 responses the whole day. Like, oh, I love that outfit. Or like, hey, cool. And yeah, that was just weird. I was like, how dare y'all not know, you uncultured swine. um yeah, I was feeling very violent that day. Um just because they didn't know. But yeah, it wasn't fun because no one really knew besides like 2 people, maybe my friend. My friend went as someone from the Purge, the second Purge movie, and she had that mask. It was the girl in the second Purge movie with the tutu and the bat. So she went as her, and we just kind of our school had this little was like a headphones party where you listen to the music in the headphones, you can change like to a different channel, that kind of thing. So we did that for like an hour and a half, but it wasn't fun for me, at least. I'm an introvert, so my friend pretty much had to drag me everywhere. I thought we would at least do something fun, but the fact that no one knew what Slytherin was or Harry Potter at all, just a total L the entire time. But um I'll just keep looking at my costume because I have it hanging up. And I will be going as someone from class 1A. If you get the reference, then you get the reference. And I will be posting a picture on my community. You'll probably see it on uh, my social medias. I'm also probably gonna film me being with my family and doing it. So it's gonna be my father, my sisters, hopefully my brother as well. I'm the youngest, but everyone else hopefully can come. They said they're not wearing costumes, and I'm just like, what's the point? So we're going to. I don't know if you're. I don't know if King's Dominion has. Does King's Dominion have other locations? I don't know, but King's Dominion is a amusement park here in the DMV. It's in Richmond, Virginia, so it's like a good hour and 20 away. Um, by car, maybe I'll be nice and say an hour. But it takes forever to get there. Goodness gracious, it's a lot easier to get to the Six Flags. So Six Flags is in Upper Marlboro or Mitchellville in Maryland. So it didn't take that long to get out there, but Kings of Man is a minute to get there. But I haven't been in so long, so I'm so excited to go. And they have their Halloween haunt thing, and so it was my idea. It was actually my birthday present. So my father wanted to have like a dinner or whatever. I was like, that's boring. It's October. This is my time. This is my season. Let's go and do what I've been trying to do for years, which was just go to a Halloween event, some kind of Halloween event, so I can wear a costume. And yep, I'm finally able to do it now. I cannot wait. I've literally been waiting all month for this. So 2 more days. 2 more days is just feeling like torture. But I'm waiting. I'm so excited. um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Halloween season is coming to an end, but this is going to be a really fun time and opportunity for me to do what I love to do. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, but yeah, as always, this was fun. And next week is going to be Chainsaw Man episode 4. Maybe even Peripheral episode 4. I'll probably do recaps of that as well in the same time. I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah. Anything else? Hmm. Nope. I think that's it. Um. Yeah. All right. Well, as always, lovely to chat. This has been fun. And oh yeah, so uh next week I'm gonna have something on this part of my door. It's a poster of probably my favorite anime character ever. Um, maybe second favorite. So you know what? They're probably gonna have to share the top spot because they're both different for different reasons. Um, I don't know. I can't. Is he my number one? No, I gotta give props to the OG number one. Yeah, he can't come down. But they're both equal in skill, that's for sure. Um, yeah, so yeah, all around excited. I can't wait for Alice in Borderland. Chainsaw Man is picking up in story and plot, and yeah, super excited. I also have some really fun things that I'll be doing for the channel as well. I have some ideas for videos that actually aren't reactions um coming up, and they'll be fun. They'll be science themed. Um, yeah. So if that is all, I guess I'm going to head out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your support, whether you are in the live stream right now or if you are watching the replay. Because, I, of course, understand not everyone can make the time for the live stream. I'm still trying to figure out what a good time is, or especially when I get a bigger audience, and have more of a sense of when my viewers are on YouTube, because that's what I was trying to kind of do today, except for Friday, that like most of my viewers are on YouTube between 3 and 5 today. So I try to do that middle ground. Um, But yeah, um, hopefully you enjoyed the recap and discussion. Next week will be pretty much the same. Any more updates, I'll let you know about them. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of the week. I have some other videos that I'm editing right now that will be posted up the rest of the week. Um, and these weekly recap and discussions won't interfere with the posting schedule. Um, so yeah, we'll do that. But thank y'all so much again for watching, and I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of the week, wherever you are. Be safe and peace out.